Who is the best teacher? What brought you here? What kind of video you watched before this? I think most of you watched a video related to English, so it means at least you are interested in English. So today, I'm going to talk to people who are struggling with finding suitable mentor or teachers for you. In terms of studying English, they have a big impact on your English journey, and I think they should be like this. This is based on my experiences. First, a teacher or a mentor should make you happy and confident. They should put them in your place. They should be trusted from learners. So when you're trying to find English services or when you try to find someone teach you English, please keep in mind those points. But please don't stop this video. I'm going to explain why you should consider those points. So let's talk about the first one. A teacher or a mentor should make you confident and happy. As I've repeated in a lot of videos, in terms of acquiring English skills, it is not about your IQ. It is about how much you can be confident and how much you enjoy your English journey. It is already proved by a lot of studies, so if you want to know more details, you can check this video from my channel. And thanks for developing the internet, we can get a lot of information from there. So in terms of knowledge of studying, we can get enough. However, if you get information, if you don't do anything, nothing changes, right? So that's why I think the roles of teachers or mentors are recently focused on mental side than giving correct information. But still, getting correct information is also important. So as a conclusion, you may need to find someone who can motivate you, but at the same time give you some hints of studying. So let's imagine what kind of the person is. For sure, they shouldn't be picky, they shouldn't be mean, but to be motivated, you need to have a long relationship with them. Let's think about that. If the teacher changes like each lesson, do you think you will be motivated from the teacher or no? I think most of you say no. Because teachers or mentors can track your improvement. They can acknowledge how much you improved from the last time. And also it helps them give you proper advices. So if you want to learn English from someone, I recommend you not to switch teacher in each lesson. So to have a long-term relationship with your teachers or mentors, you need to consider about the next point. So next point is they should put them into students' place. As I said, becoming confident and enjoying the process of studying English is really important when you are trying to acquire English skills. So maybe you may need to find someone who makes you feel excited or be looking forward to meeting that person. And basically, those mentors or teachers can put them in students' place. I've seen some mentors or teachers who just give information to students, whether it is difficult for students to understand or not, they don't care. It seems like they think it is their job. Just giving is their job, but it is not how teachers or mentors are supposed to be. They need to adjust knowledges they use in the class depending on each student. However, I know it is hard to find such person easily. So the best way to distinguish such teachers from other teachers, I think you need to talk to them directly. Even a short time, yeah, it worth talking to them. Also, the distance between teachers or mentors is really, really important. When you are trying to learn something from someone, that relationship is really important. It shouldn't be too close, but it shouldn't be far away. You need to have decent distance. If you respect teachers or mentors too much, you may hesitate to ask questions to that person. At least I feel that way. If I respect someone too much, I feel like I shouldn't talk to that guy. On the other hand, they should only be your teachers or mentors. They shouldn't be your friend. However, it is very difficult to keep this relationship, but it's not their responsibility. Teachers or mentors should have this responsibility. But if you become too friendly, he or she is not your mentor anymore. So I recommend you to choose someone who is a little ahead of you. And lastly, they should be trusted from students. Do you feel you want to learn something from someone you cannot trust? No, right? So before choosing someone who teaches English, I recommend you to research about his history or like teaching or English skills or some comments from students. And that is why I'm speaking in English, because from my video you can decide, you can judge my English skills and you can decide you trust me or not. Damn, it's too short to publish. I need to talk a little bit more. I was editing the video, but I realized it is too short to show you, so let me talk about the story about the time when I realized how important teachers are. The first time I touched English was when I was around 9 years old. My grandma took me to the local English school. A man from US managed and taught English to us. But it was mainly singing or dancing with English songs and playing games with English. But I still remember he was so funny. I was super excited on the day that I go there, and we always had smiles on our faces. So I really appreciate him because I didn't need to perceive English as study. And at that time, I felt like if there is English, it should be fun. So thanks to those experiences, I could get upper hand when I was an elementary school student. I already knew how to write alphabets. I already knew how to do greetings. So comparing to other students, I was good at English. So thanks to this, I could get self-esteem and it boosted my English journey too. And when I think about it, everything started from my teacher. If he was not funny, if I wasn't able to enjoy that lesson, I'm not speaking English now, I think so. First and foremost, you should have fun and please try to focus on making small steps. If you try to achieve big goal from the first time, most of the time end in failure and it makes you disappointed, right? And that is what we want to avoid at the most. For example, remembering only one phrase from your favorite drama is enough. Once you feel you can do more, you can go to the next step. So you cannot acquire English skills in a day. Pile up your success and don't forget to have fun. So by the way, those are the important things that you should keep in mind when you are trying to find someone who teaches you English. And if you are interested in my English conversation lesson, you can check from my description. And from there, you can check the video of demo lesson and interviews to my students. And also, you can check my comment about why I started this English conversation lesson. However, as I said in today's video, I don't want you to waste your time. So I recommend you to take my free trial lesson at first, and you can judge if you take my lesson or not. So by the way, thanks for watching today's video. Have a great day.